All right, let's bring up Monster Energy Kawasaki's Eli Tomac. And Monster Energy, Yamaha, Yamalube, Yamaha Financial Services, Cooper Webb.
Eli, Jim Hawley here, Race Day Live. I was talking to you in the back, and I asked you, man, what happened? You had yourself in a great position, second, and then all of a sudden those guys started catching. I didn't know if you had a mechanical, but in your words, what happened?
My arm set off a friggin' mushroom cloud bigger than anything that's ever happened. I don't know. It was bad. I blew up. So that's all there is to it. Got really a bad arm pump. Anyone that's ridden dirt bikes had it. Lap 9 or 10, and at that point I was along for the ride. So it was a bummer because the rest of the day was really good. Qualifying was good. Came out of there second. Heat race was good. Starts were there. Consistency, and then for that to happen in the main event is a bummer because had some good momentum. So try not to have that happen again.
Is that like maybe a round one thing? I don't feel like you're a guy known for getting arm pumped. So I know round one is kind of weird. Could that potentially be it? Do you have any idea?
I hope it is. I mean, that was weird for me. Normally I'm a guy that warms up, and it's the exact opposite for me. I came out of the hole fast and then just went ice cold. So I don't know. Hopefully it's just A1.
Coop, can you talk about a couple of things? First off, like your heat race, I think your start was really bad. But obviously you've done a lot of practice starts on a 450, but it's a different thing to actually do starts with other 450s on a 450. Can you talk a little bit about your starts and how much, if any, your nerves played a role tonight?
Yeah, the first start wasn't very good, but my start in the semi was good. I got a good start there, and in the main event I had a good start. I just had a really bad gate position. So yeah, I mean, obviously starts help, and that's something that I've lacked in the past, but something we've been working on, and think that we can get better. And as far as nerves, definitely nerves we're in all day. I think. It's part of A1, but especially, I guess as a rookie and seeing all the guys I'm racing and stuff like that. So it was a bit of a weird day for sure, but, I'm just glad the first one's kind of out of the way, and, we know what to do and what to work on from here.
Kristen Slack, Motocross Performance. Cooper, I just want to know, you're obviously no stranger to racing Supercross, and what was it like to have your first introduction under the lights? I mean, you're no stranger to it, but you got your ride-up music and everything.
Yeah, that was cool. I think something as a kid, you always grow up watching Supercross and you see the opening ceremonies and you want to be a part of it. So it's definitely sweet, to be in the intro and be with all the guys, and it's a pretty special moment, all the crowd and stuff. So that was pretty special, and I'm sure I'll kind of remember that for a while.
Steve Iverson, Vital MX. Eli, with the shorter schedule today, do you think that had any effect on it too? You're trying to learn the track faster and having to lay down laps faster?
No, I mean, it was just, all it was arm pump, so I don't know. It was bad that way. Not really gonna blame anything on the schedule or anything. We go to the practice track pretty much stone cold, and I go out there and do a warm-up like no big deal, and hammer out 20 laps. So, it wasn't really like I wasn't warmed up. It's just I got tight. So hopefully it was just nerves and it doesn't happen again.
This is for Cooper. We all know at the first race of the year there's a ton of riders and the field is stacked, and it seemed like you were in a battle for like a lot of the 20-lap main. Is that what it felt like to you?
Yeah, definitely. It was obviously not where exactly I'd want to be, but it was a battle, and I was racing. It's been a while since we've all lined up, and it was cool to be in there. That was my kind of goal after the day went on, was just to kind of be in the battle. And we had a good battle with a bunch of guys, and ended up making some passes and kind of getting a little gap and stuff like that. So it's nice to race some guys.
Eli, not to belabor the point on the arm pump, But obviously it's weird because it doesn't really happen to you, so that's why, but the other guys were saying that the dirt was a little easy to make mistakes on. You had to kind of, easy to override. Would that have contributed maybe, like losing the front a little bit, gathering back up, and, having weird things like that happen to cause some arm pump issues?
Yeah, I mean, inconsistency with the dirt or as the main event obviously gets bumpier, and if you are nervous or tired or something's not right, it's just gonna snowball affect it. So that was bad. I don't know. I don't even know what to say. It sucks.
Cooper, Jim Hawley, Race Day Live. Now you got one race under the belt. We're going to San Diego next weekend, Petco Park. Last year you had that crash, came back, won the main event. What did you learn tonight that you can take into San Diego next weekend now that you got one race with the 450 boys under the belt?
I think the main thing's the bike setup, and the tracks we've been riding. The test tracks, at least our test track, is so much different from tonight. Tonight there wasn't really any big berms at all or any tricky sections. It was all pretty basic, and the dirt was just really, really weird. So I think maybe with the, I'm not sure of the weather, but maybe if it's not the rain and stuff like that, I think we'll have, more of a normal circumstance race. But I think the main thing was setup. I think, like I said, at the test track and stuff, you tend to push harder at the races than you do when you're practicing. So, just learning the schedule and everything like that, and still learning the 450. And, even myself, I think I just kind of struggled throughout the day. So I think the nerves will be a lot better. I kind of know what to expect, and all of this week I know what to work on. So we'll have a goal to try to accomplish, and not just have a big question mark.
Okay, we're going to go ahead and wrap things up, but before we go, I want to thank you, riders, for being a part of the largest press conference in Supercross history on Thursday. A sellout here at Anaheim 1. Thank you to the members of the media. We'll see you next weekend in San Diego for Military Appreciation Night.